What is going on, everyone? Took the Romeo down to the shops, and lo and behold, on the way, it just turned 500. So, got it on cruise control right now, and we're gonna find a nice place, and I'll give you guys an idea of how my 500 miles with the Romeo have been. It's been a roller coaster. Here, this looks like a good place. Where do I even begin with this thing? I guess we could start with what probably attracts everybody to it. The first two things: the looks and the range. Obviously, the thing is a 10 in the looks department. Probably the coolest looking e-bike on the market, at least in my opinion. Secondly, the range. Well, I could tell you on this standard Romeo engine with the hacked computer, in mixed riding between around 18 to 30 miles an hour, you're looking at probably a 150-mile range. Yes, 150 miles. The longest I've had it was 68 miles, and it used 2 out of 5 bars. And I just got 30 miles to 1 bar on the most recent charge. See, because here's the catch. This bike was out of service for 6 months, partly due to I just couldn't get a helper, and the thing weighs a ton. Over 130 pounds with the battery, and I needed to get the tires off, and there's just no good way to flip it by myself. So it took me 6 months before, one, I had to afford new tires and keep my other bikes going, and then get my buddy over to help me. So now I've been riding it for about a month again. And prior to that, the fork broke. One of the arms broke right off. And that's where the real problem with this bike comes from. The standard Romeo is unsafe. That fork should not be on anything. The stanchions are plastic, and everything else is just, I've never seen anything like it. It's so flimsy. I made him give me a Pro fork to replace it, and now let me tell you the difference. Oh, it's like a real motorcycle fork. It's plush. It's like riding a Harley. The thing is awesome. Now, but I had to fight with him to get that, and that's another problem with the Romeo. Pretty awesome once you get it going, but man, it has problems, and then dealing with eAhora. Now, it looks like the Pro 2 and the Pro are better. So, bottom line, probably avoid the Romeo and go with the Pro or Pro 2 if you have to have one of these, but just be prepared to work on it, and be prepared to argue with eAhora if you need replacement parts. I'll go over some of the things I like, some of my additions, and some of the things that went wrong. All right, like I said, the first major thing is the fork. The lower stanchions broke right off on the original one. This is the Pro fork. The stanchions are, oh man, they're like 36 now. The other ones were, I think, 30. That's like small mountain bike size. XC, tiny crappy mountain bike. My regular mountain bikes have 32. So less on this behemoth. Unsafe. Then, a cool thing that happened to it from that is it twisted the caliper. So I had to replace the brakes, and I already had enough of eAhora, so luckily on Lightning Deal I got a knockoff MT200 Shimano and put that on. And now it's brought its own problems because it doesn't like the extra thick e-bike rotor, so it rubs now and then. So eventually I'm going to go with the DY Island specific e-bike brakes, and put those on. But this is working for now, and I can tell you, man, that MT200 is a serious brake. If you have a regular mountain bike, you do not need anything more. You might want more, but you do not need anything more. Here's a weird thing. The factory seat was horrible, and I told him about it, I didn't expect anything. I just wanted them to know. I got one of the first Romeos, and they asked me a bunch of questions, and I said the seat is horrible. So they sent me a Pro seat. This is the Pro seat now. It's a little better. It looks way better. As you can see, I added quite a few things. The Rock Brothers, that's actually a rear bag for a bike rack, but goes pretty good there. I got my phone mount, the system, my spare glasses for nighttime, because let me tell you, get going 30 miles an hour, it's never not wind in Florida. Nobody understands that. It's always wind. So I like to wear glasses when I'm riding, and always bugs also. So that's a winning combination. These HEB e-bike specific tires, definitely the best thing I've added to it. And I also do love the fork bag, just looks classic. I got some 780 bars for looks, and they have a slightly higher raise than the factory ones. Changed the grips. Here's a big upgrade. It had a shitty twist throttle, and now I put this one. It works good because most of the time I ride this bike on cruise control. Yes, it does have cruise control. Yes, it's super dangerous. Professionals only. And yeah, that's the eAhora Romeo 500 mile update. An awesome bike once you get it going. Do I recommend it? Only if you're a mechanic or you want to learn how to be a mechanic. Thanks for watching, everyone.